I hope you all have access to the readings I posted on Blackboard. So for today, I'm going to go through the units rapidly, and then I'm going to give you some tips about the exams, how you're going to proceed for the exams with regards to the paper, the number of questions and all. Right? Is it okay how we are going to proceed?
Oui, madame.
Okay, so can you see my screen? Unit 1. I'm going to go through them very rapidly, okay, because we have already covered all these topics. So Unit 1 was mainly on Introduction to the Family and Child Welfare System. We had seen the importance of the family as a main institution which takes care of its members. The family is responsible for socialization. The family is responsible for catering the needs of the members, like the children, but also the spouses. There are certain sociologists who have been mentioned here, like, for example, Talcott Parsons. You also have Omar Durkheim and Robert Merton, who have talked about the family. So the family in general has four main functions, which is reproduction, economic needs, security needs, financial needs, right? And also a sense of identity that it brings to its members, right? Nowadays, families are becoming more self-centered, that is, family-centered, and giving a lot of importance to their children, right? And we see that today we also have different rights of children and also towards the parents as well. So we have here contingent rights and presumptive parental rights. That is, the parent can have all the rights on the child, but of course within the limits prescribed by the law. Okay, every child have their own rights, and this needs to be protected, etc., by the parents, and if not by the law, by the required ministry, by the parent ministry. Family-centered practice, that is, you work with every family as a social worker, especially quand il y a des problèmes, you work with the family with regards to their issues. Now, when you're working with a family, it is important that you take care of the whole family. Donc, c'est pas seulement l'enfant qui est important là, but the family as a whole. Because if the family is not happy, the child will not be in a conducive environment. Donc, c'est ça qu'on avait discuté, family-centered practice. Maintenant, il y a aussi les valeurs qu'on a ajoutées ici, regarding family-centered practice. Then, tracking across the world, on a vu que c'est un petit peu pareil partout dans le monde, where children, they are vulnerable, but they are also very important assets of the society. Each and every child has to be given due care and attention by the parents, by the respective state government in which he or she is living, right? So this is a big childcare in US, in India, but you can read, and also in Mauritius. Where Mauritius, they say we have always signed the CRC, right? The Convention for the Rights of the Child. We have the law, okay, the ministry, shelters being provided, NGOs being provided, and together with that, the organizational structure here talks about how the ministry is structured. Women's unit, family welfare unit, child development unit, right? The planning and research unit, early childhood development in Mauritius. Donc c'est ça un petit peu the first unit, right? Which is talking mainly about the family and the importance of child welfare. Deuxième, c'était sur Family Services Agency. Donc, quelles sont les organisations, les institutions which work towards the benefit of children, the welfare of families? Donc, as we can see, it can be either parastatal, or bien ministerial, right, or bien private NGOs. But all these would have to work towards the well-being of family and children. Maintenant, quelles sont les fonctions, right, of a social worker who is working in either NGO, shelter, whatever? Voilà, c'est listé là. Okay, the different functions of a social worker here. Maintenant, the benefits and challenges also of working in family service agencies are spelled out here, right? How it is important, how it is relevant for the social worker to connect with those children, okay, and also try to make sure that every child is being given access to resources, etc. Right? So this is about the family service agency, which we have here, right? And certain examples again have been given from around the world, California, India, etc. How it goes, and we will see that again above all, the benefit of the child is priority. Okay. Okay. So this is family service agency. Then unit 3, role of documentation and reporting. So we have seen for a social worker, it is important that he or she is able to identify their case, oui, bien sûr, but also document the case. Whatever is happening with regards to the child, whatever is happening, whatever steps are being taken, everything is important that we document, we record what is happening. Why? Otherwise, we won't be able to keep track. Okay, and if ever we are not the social worker working in that specific unit gets transferred, ou bien il y a quelques problèmes, another social worker will be able to intervene. And also it's a security for the social worker, right? So a lot of information has been given in the unit regarding effective documentation, how it has to be, the document, precise, not too long, containing very important information, very detailed information regarding the clients. Who to consult, okay? So all these, of course, the relationship will be like social worker, client, right? But above the social worker, you will also have supervisors, managers to assist the social worker into the case. Then you have record keeping. Pourquoi c'est important? Again, we need to take care of the documents, right? C'est quelque chose de très confidential. But even then, documents have to be kept because of security, because of follow-up reasons as well. So what are the information that needs to be put into the different types of record keeping? It is provided here, right? Quite straightforward. The content of case records, okay? Principles of record keeping, right? And unit 4, it was mainly about child protection and family support. Okay, comment the social worker can be better equipped to take care of the child. So this is in form of the training that social worker are given, like when they do the service, ou bien chaque 2 ans, chaque 3 ans, depending on the arrival, the importance, right, of certain cases, certain specific cases that also the social worker need to know. Right? So this is about child protection. On fait tout dans les intérêts de l'enfant. Child Family Center, Child Protection and Child Protection Plan. Maintenant, on a aussi the different types of objectives with regards to training, on a le basic level training, deuxième, le advanced level training, et troisième, the training for managers. So these are the types of training which are involved here as per the handout for social workers. Then you also have teenage parents where support is being given to them through either by giving them some kind of aid, okay, and it's mentioned here, a challenging one. Why? Because très souvent, c'est un tabou à Maurice, and these teenage parents, they don't know what to do, where to go, and they feel rejected in the society. Et très souvent, they become the prey, of all types of social abuse, like drugs, prostitution, etc. And especially if they have to stop, their education, their schooling, and so on and so forth, right? So this is about Unit 4, Principles of Family Support and all. Unit 5 is about fostering adoption and aftercare. Fostering, what we have seen that the parent, the child is placed temporarily into a foster care family where the family will take care of the child, and of course of that period of time the child will come back to the biological parents under the roof of the biological parents. And as compared to foster care, adoption is something even different, where it is here the permanent transfer of the child to the adoptive parents. That is, the biological parents will not have the prerogative, the right even to meet the child before the permission of the adoptive parent. So adoption is something different from foster care. And aftercare also is important. Pourquoi? Because when you have already placed the child into foster care or even adoption, its type of follow-up is important because we should know what is happening to the child. Pas tout le temps, but at least 5, 10, 12 years, depending on the progress or adaptation of the child. Because the child, like is someone who is vulnerable, right? Sometimes they can't fight for themselves, and it is important that these types of care are here to give them a boost and help them. Then family engagement strategies in travel fair. C'est quoi family engagement? Le nom même vous dit family engagement. Donc, how to engage with a family. Like as a social worker, I'm working with a family. I have to engage my relationship, like the clientele, etc., trust issues and all with the family I am working. Donc, c'est important, but how to go about it? Okay, so some information has been given here, right? Ways to achieve meaningful family engagement, etc. Comment ça aide vraiment the social worker to make the case become easier, okay, and also try to help themselves better, right? What are the problems, the barriers to engagement? Quels sont les différents challenges, steps to engagement, right? Challenges to family engagement. Voilà. Donc c'est ça un petit peu rapidement. I have made the resume, right, of all the units that we have covered from unit 1 to unit 5 or 6, je crois. Any question with regards to the 6, wait. With regards to the content of the module, on a déjà commencé la révision.
Un petit peu.
Oui, vous avez des questions? Non? Everything is clear?
Madame, une petite question. Et on va dire que on est en train de faire fostering avec les enfants. Normalement, est-ce que les enfants ont le même suivi qu'avec les autres enfants qui sont retirés de leur famille et mettre dans les shelters?
Normalement, ça dépend. Les ministères envoient des social workers dans les shelters, peut-être plus fréquemment, right? Mais ça dépend parfois. Si on a un foster care, mais le suivi doit être là avec la famille dans le foster care. Parce qu'on ne peut pas laisser un enfant comme ça aller à la famille de foster, et puis il n'y a pas de suivi à such. Donc, c'est important d'avoir le suivi, mais si on le fait actuellement là et couramment, ça un petit peu difficile pour vous dire. Mais dans le principe, oui, c'est important d'avoir the link between the social worker, the ministry, and the foster care family. Oui, c'est important.
D'accord. Merci.
C'est bon. C'est bon. D'autres questions?
Oui, madame. Qui décide vraiment combien de temps on va garder l'enfant dans un fostering care?
Tout dépend de la gravité du problème de l'enfant. Right? Par exemple, des fois, the foster care family themselves could tell you like 3 months or 6 months, but it depends on how much time the child also needs. And also, I have seen that sometimes things goes very well between the child and the foster care family, but they decide to extend it further. You see, mais il n'y a pas un temps précis. But everything that they know is that it is temporary. Donc, un jour au lendemain, l'enfant va partir. Okay?
Madam,
Oui.
is it possible for the foster care family to adopt the child that they are?
Non, pas du tout. C'est ça, on dit foster care, c'est temporary. Donc, when the family is applying, they are applying only for temporary basis. Okay? Whereas then, if they want to adopt, then it becomes another procedure. It will be a more, lengthy procedure and all, but still it is possible. We don't say no. C'est bon, d'autres questions? Before I come to the exams. It's a very interesting module, n'est-ce pas? On apprend beaucoup de choses, and then think about it for your dissertation as well. When you will be doing your dissertation year 3, think about the topic, parce que chaque année, la plupart des gens font sur domestic violence, etc. But sometimes if there is a change towards, welfare of families, welfare of children, peut-être ça va apporter un changement. Et puis aussi pour vous-même, hein, vous allez voir que ce sera plus intéressant. Okay. But of course, it depends on you, right? I'm just thinking a lot. Because we will do another module together, gender and social issues, in year 3. So this is usually my area of specialization. Ok, vous êtes? Pas d'autres questions? So let's go to the exams part. We're ready for your exams.
Oui, s'il vous plaît, madame.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to give you the structure of the paper. You write it down. Right? Donc, the paper will be in 2 sections. You have section A and section B. Je vais aller doucement tout le monde. Hein? So, section A is compulsory. Right? Section A is compulsory. Section B, you have to answer 2 questions out of 3. Section B, you have to answer 2 questions out of 3. Right? So there is basically a choice in section B. Whereas section A, it is compulsory. Right? Maintenant, section A consists of 40 marks, 40 points. Section A, 40 points. Et section B, 60 points. Section B, 60 points. Okay. So in section A, you have 2 questions of 20 marks each. 20 points. Ça fait un total de 40. Right? And in section B, you have 3 questions. All the 3 questions carry 30 marks. OK? So it makes a total of 100. Donc 60 points. Vous allez faire 2 questions dans la section B, 60, et 40 points dans la section A. Ça fait 100 points total. Vous avez bien compris structure of the question paper?
Oui, madame.
Maintenant, quelque chose, je vais vous dire. Disons, one question is on 20 marks. You are going to write for 20 marks, n'est-ce pas? The other question in section B is on 30 marks. Now you have to write for 30 marks. Très souvent, les élèves écrivent tellement dans les premières questions, les 20 points, les 15 points, etc. And then when they come to the 30 marks, they are not able to write properly. And they will be losing marks here. So you write, what I want to make you understand is to write as per the marks allocated to the question. Okay, you plan your work, you plan your question well, and when you answer as per the marks allocated to each question. Ça, c'est première chose. Deuxième, the majority, enfin, toutes les questions sont essay type questions. So it has to be well structured, right? Well structured, just pareil comme on avait dit pour le assignment, introduction, arguments, and then your conclusion. It has to be well structured. Make sure you don't commit too many grammatical mistakes, right? What you can do is you can already prepare as your part of your revision. You prepare certain questions, potential questions, which may be coming for the exams, right? And then you revise the same thing. If you already prepare the answers, it won't be difficult for you. Okay? C'est bon là?
For example,
For example, what? Dites-moi, you wanted some clarification?
sorry, it was a question.
I can't understand. I will try to let me come to the revision part itself. Okay, I'll give you more information. Donc, for section A, you have 2 questions. The 2 questions are based on unit 1 and 2. Right? The premier unit, right? The topics that we have discussed on the family, on well-being of children, and the importance of providing a good environment for the child. Okay. That is section 1. Section A, where you have 2 questions, that 1. And then in section B, you have 3 questions. Okay, one topic will be on documentation and all. Donc, des fois, la question est 30 points, ou bien des fois, c'est cassé entre 15 points. Right? Of course, then part A and part B, you write for 15 marks. You don't write for 30 marks. Right? Les deux combinés vont faire 30 points. Right? So, there is one question on the unit of unit 3, documentation and record keeping. Vous avez question aussi sur unit 4. Right? Training and all. Then you have question on family engagement. Right? The last one is family engagement. Bon, bien sûr, dans ces questions-là, il y en a qui sont cassées en 2, 15 points. Right? But these are the main topics. Maybe you can give more attention to. And when you revise, if like I was saying, you want to prepare a question on these topics, you already prepare, you write the answer. Right? That, for example, what you're expecting to write for the exams. And you read the same answer every time you are revising. This is going to be your revision. Okay, because you won't be able to write a whole booklet during the exam. So if you already prepare what you're going to write, it will be easier for you on the day of the exams. to write what you have prepared exactly. It's not that then you're going to sit and think what I'm going to write on this question and all. No, ça va venir automatiquement. Ok, vous êtes?
Oui.
Yes.
Vous êtes content? Bon, des plus tips que besoin là.
Merci, madame.
Oui.
Madame, s'il vous plaît, et concernant le assignment, là, pouvez-vous nous dire quels sont les manquements qu'il y a
J'ai déjà
pour
dit.
les élèves qui ont pas vraiment performé?
J'ai déjà dit. Vous n'étiez pas là au début?
Non, non, j'étais là, mais
Vous n'avez pas compris?
non, non, pas vraiment, parce que j'aurais souhaité aimer connaître quels sont les points qu'on n'a pas soulevés sur le assignment.
No, en général, all the assignments were good, but for some of you, there was not too much focus was there. You have enumerated the problems faced by children and what can be done, etc. But the way you developed, okay, is not different. Is not the same for all the students. The way you develop the different arguments, right? Because it's important that when you have the argument, you need to apply it. For example, like if you say children need to be surrounded by parents who are, living in a good environment, having a conducive life and all. Should give an example. Okay, if you talk about, drug abuse and all, you give an example, you support whatever you say by an example. And this helps the examiner it says that you have understood and you are able to apply whatever concepts you have learned by applying them to examples. You get my point? So this is usually what we expect from the students at this level. And also with regards to the assignments, many of you have omitted the referencing part, and those who have also got the references, they were not right in their own way. These were the main problems. Mais en termes de contenu, content même, il n'y avait pas d'issues as such. Comme je vous ai dit, la plupart d'entre vous ont eu 20 à 25. Donc, it's a very good performance. Like, bon, pas gagner même 15 points, il n'y a pas. 16 points, il n'y a pas, je crois. Right? So, it's important that you continue in the same trend, you have a good level, and that's it. It's okay in general. Ok, madame, vous avez compris?
Et madame,
Oui, madame, merci.
s'il vous plaît. Et en fait, while submitting the assignment, there was something that it said that 3 attempts to 2 attempts. Is it something? I submitted only one assignment.
Yes, attempt, I mean, we were asked to give the student 3 attempts because of high rate of plagiarism in Turnitin. Like if you submit, you see that Turnitin is in red. You can rework the assignment on your own words and then send it again. So like this, you have 3 times to submit your assignment again and reduce the plagiarism report. Parce que là, quand j'ai eu là, tout qui peut aller rouge, ou quand juste un ou deux qui peut aller vert, mais ben rouge là, c'est very high rate of plagiarism. Mais je n'ai pas pénalisé sur ça. Vous avez compris?
Yes. Et some of us did not receive the marks, ma'am.
Oui, I'm so sorry for that. Mais moi, j'ai déjà envoyé tous les points depuis plus que 2 semaines de cela. Mais je ne sais pas pourquoi vous n'avez pas reçu. Maybe it's a new platform. Try to look at it again. And I don't know, when I receive the assignment mark sheet, I will fill in the marks and then I will send it to the classroom.
Okay, madame, thank you.
Oui, je vais faire ça. Mais mes excuses pour cette fois-ci, monsieur. I don't know, maybe, I don't know, but if there was a fault from my part, none of you would have received the marks. You see, some of you have received, some of you have not received, meaning that maybe you are not used also to the platform. Try to look into it again.
Madame, sinon vous avez bien reçu notre assignment.
Comment?
Est-ce que vous avez bien reçu notre assignment pour ceux qui n'ont pas eu
Oui, moi
les...
j'ai eu 51. 51 assignments, j'ai eu. J'ai les points pour 51 assignments.
Madame, je vous ai envoyé un message sur sur le Blackboard même, là, sur votre email adresse. Essayez de voir si vous pouvez m'envoyer
Email adresse? Non, c'est Blackboard.
sur Blackboard, mais il y a des trucs pour vous envoyer le message.
Attendez,
Et-
vous êtes?
Madame Guljar Devika. C'est pas sur chat, hein, sur les messages, même sur Blackboard.
I will try to send the feedback again. Let me know if you have received.
Ok, madame.
Donc, les autres, si vous avez des questions par rapport aux examens, let me know. This is our last class. We won't be able to meet again. So, when is your exam? Have you received the timetable yet?
Non, madame.
Non, madame, pas encore reçu. Timetable.
Ok. On avance alors.
Apparemment très en avance.
Mais on avait commencé tôt, n'est-ce pas?
Il semblerait que l'examen sera dans 2 mois, 1 mois et demi.
Dans un mois, ok.
Il semblerait. Ce
But
qui ne
you have noted everything. But si jamais il y a des problèmes, il y a issues regarding anything you want to ask, I am always here. You can always send me a message, a mail to ask whatever queries that you may have regarding the module. Okay? Pas de question, vous êtes? Everything is clear? C'est bon? Donc, sur ce, je vous remercie. We're not going to be long today since you n'avez pas de questions. And I will try to see how to give you the marks for the assignment. And on this note, I thank you. It was a nice experience working with you, and I hope you get good results for the module.
Merci, madame.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci, madame.
Au revoir.
Merci,
au revoir.
madame. Bon week-end. Au revoir.
Au revoir.